Hello everyone, welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3 5th edition Duo Rogues. Although at the moment we have a Sovereign Glut and a dead Duergar in our ranks as well. Now last time we approached this abandoned fishing village, and by scouting ahead with our dead Duergar we have managed to get this fellow here, Gek Cole, Duergar Slave Hunter, to reveal themselves. So now, while I don't think we can ranged attack from this distance, just because of quite how far away it is, we can hide as an unseen attacker. We will have advantage on the roll, but because we're outside the normal range, we will lose that advantage.
For careful footwork.
So it turns into a straight roll. So we'll start here and see how this fight develops. Alright, our stealth is successful. Hide again.
Everyone else minds their business. I'll be fine.
Can we get another shot in? Alright, they've taken cover.
On my way.
If we come around here, we might be able to get an angle. Fortunately, they haven't just automatically healed all their HP. Don't let them go. You don't even know who them are. Alright, now they've healed themselves, which is very rude. Alright. That's done the trick. They raise a bunch of undead down there. And we're still up here on the cliff nice and safe though. So Astarion, I would like you to try and get involved, please.
Very, very quiet.
It's going to be much the same. Taking a shot. Astarion now in the mix, and that brings Sovereign Glut and everyone else into the party as well. So, back to Amunian, who gets a full action for free here. We can attempt to hide in order to take a shot that will not be a sneak attack, but will be at a standard roll. And we will back away from the cliff slightly. And hopefully, they're going to have problems hitting us and we can just take advantage of this cliffside. Lots of reanimated corpses down there. I don't know if we can deal with them by taking out the Duergar first and if they will just fall after. But they're using their actions to simply throw healing potions because they don't have too much else they can be doing. And they put Hunter's Mark up here, which is no fun. They've gone invisible, as Duergar will sometimes do. Right, so lacking an obvious other target, I don't know if we can fire that far down. But we'll try. I saw a 90% there. I don't know why the number appeared for a moment and then disappeared again. But hey, we'll try and take this shot, see what happens. Yeah, 12 damage is 12 damage.
That's a friendly looking shadow.
Hide up here. Then the corpses are just going to dance around for a while, basically. They've got a long walk if they want to come and be a threat to us. So, lots of using their actions to dash, just to double their movement speed, because they can't use their actions to attack. So they're just going to try and cover the distance as efficiently as possible. Starion is on fire at the moment. It's slightly unideal. But down here, this guy is currently concentrating on Hunter's Mark, which is... Who is that afflicting? Sovereign Glut, which is not fun. But we do have all of our spells and whatnot back. So why not launch 3 magic missiles here instead?
Torment.
They lose concentration on their spell, which is wonderful. I'm just going to step out of this fire. And that will do for us for a moment. How much damage did we do? 22 damage is wonderful. Not sure quite what we're going to try and do with Sovereign Glut from up here. We could jump. I imagine that's going to probably end up doing 17 HP's damage to us. So of course we will step out of the fire and maybe we'll just kind of stand guard over there. This guy though, I am more than happy to just yeet off a cliff. Well, it said 6 damage. He had 8. So, I'm not sure how that math works out. But, you know. No skin off my nose. Back to Sovereign Glut's turn. Which is strange. I guess maybe they were on shared initiative. We've still got a couple of invisible players in the field. I don't know if they're going to come all the way up to us at the top of the cliff before revealing themselves. Hopefully they don't get up here just to shove us off. That would be a bad time. Holvik probably doesn't seem long for this world, although there they go, making themselves invisible also. And then the continuation of the sea of animated corpses coming up the way. Now this is where spells like Cloud of Daggers or Flaming Sphere or Moonbeam can do a lot of good work, but unfortunately the rogues we are, we do not have access to such magics. I remember the first time I came down here and we were just kind of creeping around, you know, wandering around the Underdark thinking, oh, this is bizarre. And then not only did we get the surprised condition, because we were surprised by the events that transpired. Ouch. How did you get up there? But yeah, we had the surprise condition and we're just getting totally wrecked. And so that was the first time I'd ever blown Lump's Warhorn for assistance. Right, we're gonna... What is that? That is a hook horror. We probably don't want to try and drag that into this fight. That would be a bad time. But we are going to need to move over and attack Mr. Cole over here. We are still sneaking though, so sneak attack might be viable. But I guess they're still obscured by shadow, which is a real problem here in the Underdark. So we're going to cunning action dash. And that will get me to here. And from here, I'm hoping I can sneak attack. Right, now I'm hoping also that I don't get shoved off this cliff before we can finish them off, but we'll see how things progress. But yeah, I was saying I'm really looking forward to when the full game comes out and just being able to go through all the new content for the first time and be shocked and surprised and all of that good stuff. Right, here, 21 HP. A sneak attack is unlikely to achieve that, but a magic missile maybe just about could. Because my real concern here is that he moves across here and then shoves Amunian off this cliff, which would be a bad time. Scorching Ray is 2d6 fire, possibly 3 times, which would be 6d6 fire. And 3.5 times 6 is 7, 14, 21. So that would be an exact roll if we hit all 3. So let's go with some more magic missile here.
Torment.
They have 1 HP left, and I'm mad about it. I don't even think Sovereign Glut is going to be able to make that walkover. But at the very least, we might be able to offer them a different target than us. Or possibly pin them in so they can't get round to shove us. Right. They're just kind of standing at the bottom of this cliff, which I'm hoping is a good thing for us. But that remains to be seen. The undead just keep wandering around. Right. They enlarge and do nothing else. That's fine by me. They miss with a guiding bolt. I'm very happy about that too. So let's just check the enlarged condition. Weapon attacks do 1d4 more damage, has advantage on strength checks and saving throws. I think we might be able to bonus action offhand melee them to death. Indeed we can. Looks like that terminated all of the undead, which is wonderful. What does our log say about this? Hide the completed stuff. Remove the parasites. Save the refugees. Avenge Glut's circle. We defeated the Dwergar. Glut is pleased. Right, well, we've still got more things to fight for the moment. Can we see any of them? I can see you there. Can we get line of sight? Just barely. There's a miss. Let's just step away from the edge of the cliff a little more. Starian. So you're invisible somewhere. You're where I expect you to be, and you're even further down. It's times like these I wish I had the hold action ability. Let's bonus action hide as a rogue, and then we can do a standard attack action as an unseen attacker, cancelling out the disadvantage and advantage into a straight roll. Novice down here hiding is going to have to come on round. Still not sure how Cole got up to where we are so easily, but hey, not my problem right now. Glut is still lacking much in the way of HP. So with no one else up here, we will dash. Actually, no, we won't. We want to raise that guy as an action, so not going to happen right now, but in a moment. They miss on Hunter's Mark. Nope. Arrow of Lightning, they miss.
Dum vita est, spest est.
Aid is more max HP for those. We're going to continue to hide
Attention right now.
and see if we can hit anybody without being seen. They do 6 damage, but they do make their concentration save on the Hunter's Mark they're holding.
Let's turn someone inside out.
They have 9 HP left. Probably not worth a magic missile to us yet. There's the 9 HP we needed. Step back from the cliff just a little bit, make ourselves a less obvious target for those remaining. More max HP and enlarged. Right, we are going to animating spores this guy. You get 34 HP and are rolled into the initiative. But unlike the other dead that we found, this guy actually has like reasonable stats and stuff. And there he is at the top of the order. So, oh, we got all kinds of stuff. Enlarge requires a long rest. Blindness, invisibility, ray of enfeeblement, inflict wounds, animate dead, level 3 necromancy spell. It's weird, we don't normally see level 3 spells. I think the only other person we've seen level 3 spells with is Halcyon the Druid. Cleave, 1d12 plus 4/2 slashing. Prepare, free action, applies prepared, spend 25 feet of your movement speed to deal an additional 4 slashing damage with your melee weapon for the rest of the turn. And lacerate, 1d12 plus 4 slashing, slash at an enemy to deal damage. Interesting. Right, well, Ray of Enfeeblement is not a damage spell. What I'm tempted to just do is jump down. We go from 34 HP. Oh, okay, no, that kills us at 36. Great shame. But hey, later on, we should be able to still loot that body. We've got a wonderful target here for an attack.
Out of sight, out of mind.
Hide and shoot as an unseen attacker, as we have been. A crit is lovely. Step on back, Astarion. You know the routine by now in this spot.
Come on then.
13 damage is a solid hit. They're dashing. Who knows what direction at this point. Yeah, their pathfinding leaves something to be desired. That one is still invisible, so not sure what they're doing. And this guy here, can we actually get line of sight on them? We can, so that's going to be bonus action hide. And they only have 4 HP left. Let's step back slightly. Barely.
There's blood in the air.
Just to see if Astarion can make the same shot.
Let's find some prey.
Path is interrupted, unfortunately. can't squeeze in any further. Path is interrupted for magic missile as well, so that's just going to be an ended turn. Yeah, the pathfinding here doesn't really know what to do about us being on this giant cliff. 13 points on a guiding bolt is a bit rough. But with 4 HP remaining, we should still hide to increase the chance of a hit here. Damn. Astarion, if you could please try the same. You're already hidden from last turn. Alright, and only one remains. Which is... where are they? This guy here. Right. We'll just pass. Pass again. Sovereign Glut can be the meat shield for us. They're deciding to just not attack us. Are we ever going to be able to hit from here?
Softer than a whisper.
Yes, possibly. Possibly not.
Let's spill some blood.
Don't think Astarion's going to get a shot from this side. Unless we were 100 feet over, which seems unlikely.
On the way.
Right, let's cunning action dash. See if we can push ourselves to this side. And if a Moonian could make this shot, we should be able to find a shot somewhere.
Yes.
Right, we could be here for a minute. Hopefully they'll bring themselves round so that we can just magic missile or something if I get really lazy. They are dashing. This is good. They put themselves right in the line of fire. It's going to be a hide. Still cannot sneak attack. Five damage is something. Astarion doing the same. Critical miss is no fun. Glut just hanging around. And for the first time, someone's actually trying to make progress coming up the hill to attack us.
Just out of view.
I hate missing.
Let's have some courage. Just like old times.
Well, there's 2 lost coin flips in a row. Once they get up here, they're going to have real problems. Except they're making the strategic decision to not move. Of course they are.
This calls for careful footwork.
9 damage is much more like it.
The dance macabre. We'll do it my way.
It really is a dance at this point, isn't it? 10 more. They've got 4 HP left. They are not long for this world. They plot. They stay. Astarion hides. Fires.
To the death.
Murders. Alright, that's done.
Let's move.
The fanfare is sung. The rot is cleansed.
What a day.
Yes. Yes, it is. Come, we must speak. I'm going to take a short rest first.
If I must.
The tumor is excised. The Dwega are dead. Here From the dark, a mighty circle rise. My song will fill the grotto. Death doer. The grotto may sustain but one sovereign. In the age of glut, there may be no spore. Eliminate the other sovereign.
Make it worth my while. I'm a rogue. I'm up to interpretation of goods and services.
A tune of division. Yours to sing. 3 scrolls in all. Keep your allies steady, and your foes fearful. Melodies of peace, even in war. A gift of circle glut.
You turn on Spore, who gave you shelter. Why not? Spore's time is done. Why not?
Come then, bring me to Spore, and I will sing his doom. The age of glut begins.
Right, so we still have Sovereign Glut on side. So before we do anything else, we want to head on down and start looting the creatures that we have felled. If we're going to go and make an actual attempt at murdering the other sovereign, we're going to need to be very well prepared for that. Cash, poison, scroll of speak with dead, chainmail armor, heavy, 16 AC, no good for us.
Let's be quick.
And then over here is everyone else and their corpses. Cash, medium armor, bronze ring. Still says that he's a spore servant. Exterminator's axe. Deals an additional 1d6 fire damage to plants, insects, or small creatures. Very interesting. And nothing there. There's Holvik though. Arrow of Roaring Thunder, gold, dark ring. Right, can we raise the same person twice? No, we can't. Because they are a spore servant and we must be able to do a humanoid. Which is a minor problem. Which of these two has more max HP? 32 versus 29. So, give me this one. And then
Careful, I bite.
loot this guy. Take this. Can I give it to this guy? What if we drop it?
Keep a blade close.
Game. Apparently it doesn't like my methods. Well, we lost 30 minutes progress, so I'm going to do some variation of that fight again off screen, and then we will carry on next time. But for now, thank you ever so much for watching. If you're enjoying the series, please do consider subscribing or hitting that like button. If you have any questions or comments, you can put them down below. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.